Hello and welcome to Johnny Popsicle. I wasn't planning on doing this video, but I've been getting, harassed by some dipshit called Lorcana Goon. So I figured I'd go over do this video and show his post and comment on it. And let's cover a few things first of all. Lorcana came out in 2023, and GameStop is pretty much all in on it, just like they are Pokemon. And when you go to GameStop and you look up Lorcana, I didn't get my one box that I pre-ordered. They said they don't have the product available. Fine, whatever. So I don't get it because I'm not going to buy it online. I buy from GameStop because I have a GameStop credit card and I can pre-order something, and before it's actually released, they send me an email and give me the option to cancel. And then once it is released, I can, very easily pay it within 30 days before I even get the statement. So that's why I do it that way. That's why I buy from them. I don't mind buying single packs from them, even if I pay a little bit more, because despite their things that they do that can be annoying, I can trust it. I pulled a rainbow card of Tramp. See if we can show it in the light here a little better. Nice looking card. The lighting in here is not going to do it justice right now, but it was nice to pull it, out of a sleeve pack. But if you look on here on GameStop, what I want to show you here is all these graded cards they have for Lorcana as soon as you put it in. Look at all these graded cards. These are not cards for playing, okay? People are not grading cards for playing. It means, first of all, without collectors like myself and people that are interested in Disney is not going to come up with a card game that they can't market to collectors as well. And with collectors, guess what follows? Investors. So when you're putting up thumbnails like this guy does, where it shows, market watch and news. You see, I watched the whole video. He acts like I didn't watch it, but I understand exactly what's going on. His thumbnail and his title do not match his content. And what he doesn't seem to understand is that when you're talking about gameplay cards being better, people that don't know any better, that are looking for investment only, because this is gonna be next. Lorcana is next, whether you like it or not. The same thing, that there's plenty of people out there that play Pokemon, and that at least they can say was around when they were kids, because it's been out that long. The 30th anniversary is coming out next year. It's going to be real crazy. And GameStop is in on Lorcana. People are going to come for it, and it's not going to be game players. And the game players are going to be pushed to the side. Okay, that's just a fact of it. And when you're putting all this shit up here like this, most of these people aren't going to take the time to watch it. They're going to fiddle through it for certain things. They're seeing that and they're saying market watch, and they're thinking just like a market. I mean, look how you're doing this thumbnail. Nothing on here says game players only. And I say that because this is what this guy put on here on my post. Okay, let's just go look at what all this guy said. You're clearly just a hater who knows nothing about trading card games. Stick to sports, buddy, especially if you don't even play the games like us. Okay? So I said, I'm not a hater. I don't need to play games to open cards sometimes. I have for 50 years, all kinds of cards. I will share your thoughts. Thanks. And I also said this video had nothing to do with Lorcana. I'm also too old to play sports, so should I not open that either? I mean, I pretty much don't open sports cards anyway because of the price of it. Recently, Topps just came out the other day with Topps Tribute, a product I always thought was a quality product of theirs. I thought it was high priced at $300 a couple years ago. Now it's almost $600. I don't buy it. It's a hobby. I'm not locked into doing this shit every day. These guys have to. You got two dipshits who are old, who are middle age, in their 20s at the very least, playing a kid's game, telling me I can't like the art or Disney, or I shouldn't be opening up packs ever. I'm not part. Here's the one that really makes me laugh. I'm not part of the community. You don't play the game, so no need to go on a gameplay channel and act like we're investors if you clearly aren't part of the community. Part of what community? It's a public park. I'm free to roam. And he is a joke because he doesn't understand what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to tell him that his thumbnail and his title don't match his fucking content. Okay? And if he doesn't like what I have to say about it, then don't fucking respond. Okay? There's plenty of responses I get on my videos. I don't respond to them. Sometimes I give them a thumbs up and a heart, even if I don't agree with it, because, hey, you said what you feel, you know? But I'm going to leave this stuff up here for him, and let's see what else he had to say, you know? I tell him, look, all I see is the same thumbnail with market value. I mean, what do you think people expect with that? And he says, it's not my fault you don't understand how to navigate YouTube. See the live streams. Yeah, I don't watch your fucking live streams. I'm not interested in that. I want to see what the cards look like so I know if I want to buy a box or if I want to go look for that individual card to collect. I'm not an investor. I'm not a player. I give a fuck about your little fucking, you and your other little butt buddy who are locked into each other forever, because that's what your channel is now. You're just players. You shouldn't even be concerned with market value. You should just be playing then. You know? I mean, I don't need to fully understand it to check out a video or to subscribe to a channel. I don't need to be a player. I don't need to watch everything you do. I don't expect people to like everything I say. I don't expect people to agree with me. I made fun of Twice Baked Jake the other day, and I just got done watching his video because he is informative about cards, and he does open up stuff. I watched him open up Journey Together. He pulled a couple nice cards. And then I look on eBay to see what those cards are going for, and I keep a watch on them and wait for them to go down. Okay? And this guy says, look, he says, it's not, okay, he says, like I say, you're just acting like a hater. This is what Facebook Discords do in these fake gated communities. Everybody's a hater if you don't think just like them. You know, if you don't say things that they want to hear, you're a hater. You don't like it, right? And you know, and he says, you know, what else did he say here? Something, because I mentioned something about PokeRev, you know. I guess where's that at now? Where is that at now? He said something about here about, you know, me telling, you know, PokeRev to go play in traffic because I mentioned that. Yeah, I do. Because I didn't want his shit coming up on my feed anymore. And look, I'm not saying anything. I watch other channels. I read the comments. This is not a sentiment that's just me individually about PokeRev and Pokemon, okay? It's everywhere. It's all over the chat boards. People are sick. There's as many people that like him. There's just as many people that don't, okay? It's the same thing in sports. You know, Jeff Wilson, Ken Golden, Backyard Breaks. You go down the list, you know? So, I mean, my opinion is like, look, he rips people off with repacks. He has a history of being a scumbag. Maybe you should learn how to navigate YouTube. Maybe you should set up your channel and say specifically, players only. Just put that on your thumbnail, players only. Nobody else is welcome because it's a gated community. See how long that lasts for you with a YouTube channel that you're monetized on now and you're locked into. I'm not locked into it. I'm nobody's slave like that. You are. You have to do it every fucking day of your life for the rest of your life. I don't. I'm a collector. I can walk away. I can open up a pack when I want to. I can do videos like this. I can put my laptop in front and see. Let's see how many days I have to go in a row and do 30, 45 days in a row with the laptop thing. Let's see. Why can't I try it? It's my channel. My channel has all different kinds of stuff on it. You know? I've already addressed that issue on here. For those that actually take time to watch it. He also made a comment about me only getting 50 views on these. Yeah. You know, I also have other ones where, let's see here. Let's look at some of my others stuff here. Let's go to, where's my YouTube studio? If you look over here, you know, like some of these, like they get more views as time goes on. Like this one here, the Elon Musk. I opened up a box of Cardsmith. You know, it started out with like 15 views the first couple days. But look, over time, that was back from January, already up to over 600 views. So people do, here's one, I did this one, you know, not expecting anybody to see it. 1,500 views. So my longer videos do get some views. But I have plenty of, you know, subscribers. My goals on here is, you know, I'm not locked into anything on YouTube. I'm not. I don't have to do one particular thing. You know, it would be nice to be monetized, but I also understand what comes along with that and the expectations. So I'm a little weary about it. I would much rather, you know, I'm more interested to see if I can reach 50,000 or 100,000 subs and maybe get that plaque, because you don't need to be monetized to get the plaque. But let's just see how far I can take it. If I really wanted to really up my subscriber count, I could easily do the short spaghetti western videos. I was doing them while having coffee in the morning. I did them for my own entertainment. I didn't, just like this. I'm not, I'm doing this, just to do it. Just to see, put some content up there and see. I would much rather be opening up cards, but even then I wouldn't want to open them up every day. I wouldn't. It's a hobby. It's a hobby, okay? And if you look around on YouTube and you navigate it properly, you'll see that most of the card channels that are putting up regular video content, they are not talking about good things going on in cards. I don't care if it's Pokemon or sports or whatever. The industry is changing, and Lorcana is not going to be any exception, And I mean, this guy, he's got such a big channel and such stuff to worry about. I think he was intimidated by the amount of subscribers I have. And then he was worried about how many views I actually get, and if I would say something, and if people would see it, and it might hurt his channel. But he's such a nice, good guy. Playing cards. That just came out last year. He's playing a game, everybody. We're supposed to do Market Watch. We're supposed to listen to him. He knows everything. It's his fucking community. He's the gatekeeper. Go fuck yourself, dude. You could join PokeRev and go play in traffic, for all I care. You're probably from across the pond anyway, living in fucking La La Land under the European Union like some dipshit, acting like you got something locked in for life. Good luck with that, pal. Good luck with that. I mean, without even getting into politics and economics of everything, at least I'm here in the United States. I can have access to all the shit that you won't, and I'll just have to pay a little bit more. I don't have to worry about shit like duty fees and whatever the European Union says. That's for goddamn sure. I can get anything I want right here that's made here. Cards are easy to get if you're willing to pay up for them. I'm just not willing to pay up for them just for the sake of, opening them up when I'm a collector. I'm trying to get myself back to collecting. That's what gave me enjoyment. I never open up packs religiously every day, but when I do go to Walmart or Target or places like that, when I do have to go there, the one product I do see up still are sleeve packs of Lorcana. That's it, not anything else of it, but some of those, not a lot. But I imagine now we're going to get to a point where, I'm not even going to see those. Okay, and I don't, I always walk by the card section. I have my whole life, and 99% of the time I don't buy anything. I just like looking. So, I don't really care what this guy has to say, but he's been at it all fucking day. Like, dude, seriously, look. 6 hours ago. This is how long this shit's been going on. 6 hours, 8 fucking hours of dealing with this guy. So I'm like, anything else he has to say, if he says anything else, I'm just going to fucking delete it. It's not like, I'm not obligated. I know how to run my YouTube channel. Unlike that dipshit. I make it very clear what my channel, when you subscribe to my channel, it's not about the cards or the gameplay or for players only. You're buying into me, okay? And I'm showing you the things that I'm watching, the things I'm seeing, the things I like, okay? And I know that a lot of people aren't going to like it. They're not going to like what I have to say. They're not going to like the way I show it. So what? There's other people out there that will. And if I keep putting it up, we'll see. Let's see what YouTube algorithm does. Because I've seen other channels out there that don't put a lot of work into the editing, and they say all kinds of stuff about all kinds of things, and they just do it on a regular basis, and they get plenty of views out of it. So, there's plenty of those channels out there. If you're really navigating YouTube and know what's going on, you should understand one thing about cards. The last thing that keeps that card game going are players. Okay? That's the last thing keeping Lorcana going. And Lorcana cards, they're evolving, pal. They're doing exactly the same thing as Pokemon. They are not making cards for fucking gameplay. They are making cards for grading to sell at places like GameStop, you dipshit. You think everybody subscribed to your little channel? And I mean, it is little, okay? Because when you look at how big channels can be on YouTube, his little channel is fucking nothing, okay? My channel is nothing, okay, with my subscribers. And my subscribers all like the spaghetti westerns. One of them has 2 million views. But it didn't happen overnight, you know? And like I said, I never intended for it to. Never. You know? But, you know, I was telling myself, don't get caught up into it. The guy's telling me I'm a hater, but he's projecting. He's the hater. He fucking hates what I had to say. He hated my assessment of his channel and what the fuck he's doing. He hated what I put up. He hated me. You know? And I'm telling him straight. If I could tell him to his fucking face, if he didn't live so far away, I would tell him. The same shit I say here now. I don't give a fuck what you think, dude. You know, you tell me to get a life. You've been on my channel trolling me for 8 fucking hours, dude. Okay? I haven't been, twice I posted two posts on your fucking channel, and one of them I told you I was, you know, I told you I deleted it because I didn't, since it triggered you, I deleted it. But that wasn't good enough, right? That wasn't good enough. I unsubscribed so I wouldn't see your shit, you know, and have to deal with that Market Watch bullshit thumbnail, the same one over and over and over again. I mean, who the hell does that? The same thumbnail over and over and over and over again. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. How do you think people navigate YouTube? Seriously, what do you think's going on when they're looking through their phone? I mean, you are a fucking clueless fucking moron, dude. I could care less, you know. I really could. But I figured, what the hell? I'm only doing this because you gave me the opportunity for content. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put up some content involving you and your gated community. Trust me, they have the same shit in sports, too. People like you and Pokemon. You know, the gatekeepers. Yeah, they're watching everything. Oh my God, I don't play the fucking game. Oh no, what's going to happen? Oh, should I never open a pack again? It's not like I can fucking buy them all the time. It's not like they're everywhere. It's not like they're, you know, affordable. I'll rather I'll just buy the individual cards that I like. I'll keep an eye on them and wait for them to go down. Because as they go, more stuff gets opened up and the market gets flooded and there's more of them sitting out there. And there's people that don't know how to operate eBay properly when they're selling. You know, I'll take advantage of that. If that's what I have to do, just to have something to collect, not as an investor. You know, like I said, I've been at this a long fucking time. So don't be fooled, pal. Like I said, I'm not someone that's a grown-up trying to lock my life into playing one game, the same game, for the rest of my life. I grew up on board games. I love games. But nobody I know wants to play the same fucking game every day for the rest of their life. They don't. That's not normal. That's Anthony Bourdain behavior where you end up, you know, wanting to, you know, blank yourself, right? Because you can't say certain words here on YouTube. So you have to say it in other ways. So, I mean, good luck with that, dude. Good luck. Good luck if you really do get big and successful doing your little way of doing it. And then you have someone else to deal with. I don't care if you're related or not, but you're locked into somebody else for life. Enjoy that and all the problems that come with that. You know, I'm done with dealing with this guy. If he has anything else to say, I'm just going to delete his shit altogether. But, you know, thank you for your time. Till next video. Probably something tomorrow. I wanted to show on Twice Baked Jake some of the cards that he pulled. Like I said, I don't agree with everything that he says because those guys, what they do is they're sitting there telling you while they're opening up all those packs that you should wait and that reprints are going to save the day for you and all the shit they say in between. But they have knowledge of cards. They open enough of it up to know the cards. Plus, you get to look at what the cards actually look like, and then you can always go online and buy them, you know, individually. So I do watch those channels, even though I will critique them and pick them apart, you know. So just keep that in mind. You should do the same thing. Take care.